Grace is how we begin our walk with God, and it needs to remain our approach to maintaining our walk with God. Many Christians begin a journey with God in grace and land in works. I will be saved by grace, but I will maintain my resume of performance and be good enough for God by works. So I'm going to do lots of good works. And I'm going to do things that God didn't even calling me to do because someone said it's a good thing that I should do, and I'm guilty feeling in myself, so I'm just going to do that thing, even though it has nothing to do with my assignment or calling or purpose. And it's like, let's get our whole approach to life straightened out here. We are saved by grace through faith, and we need to maintain our walk with God by grace through faith. When we get out of grace as a maintenance to our walk with God, we begin to do ridiculous things. In the spirit, I mean, this just looks so sloppy. Let me give you an example here at this point. Think about a NASCAR race, okay? You see these NASCARs, they go really fast, right? And you see the Daytona 500 and things. It goes zoom, zoom, zoom. I mean, they're just going. They burn out their tires, super tuned cars, whatever. All right. Now imagine if there was a smart guy, Class A Christian, gets in his NASCAR and drives 2 laps. Now we're in the Daytona 500. We got 500 laps. But he drives 2. He has been saved by grace through faith. Not of himself, it was the gift of God, and not of works, lest any man should boast. But now he gets out of grace and begins to create for himself works that were not part of God's original plan or design for his life. In other words, he's not stepping into works based on the ability of God flowing through him. He's just doing stuff. This is what it looks like. Drive 2 laps, and then he parks his NASCAR, gets out of the car, and begins to run. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a race car driver attempting to run 498 laps of the Daytona 500 as he runs the race that has been set before him, his journey with Jesus? This is what the body of Christ looks like. It looks like 1 or 2 people in a NASCAR zooming around the racetrack with hundreds of other folks doing it by foot, except for the ones that can't run because they're in such bad health they need to walk. And you know what the devil does? He puts all of his people in the stands and they cheer the people on that are walking. Yeah, you're doing a great job doing all those works. Keep it up. You're doing great. They're dead works. They're dead works. And what I'm saying is we need to stay in our NASCAR. We need to stay in our NASCAR, and we need to run the race that is set before us with the grace of God. With the grace of God. Don't just begin a walk with God in grace. Continue a walk of God in grace. And as we walk out grace, grace will produce works that are pleasing to God. Because we're not saying that works are bad. We're saying that works are good. But let's do the right works and let it be an expression of overflow from our relationship with Him. Let it be the works that we were ordained to do from beforehand. Not someone else's works, or not things that have nothing to do with what God is actually attempting to accomplish.